Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to have you. Today we're going to be talking about the Wyze thermostats and my 1 month review, and to let you know if it was worth it installing 5 thermostats in a large old home. So stick around, but before we get started, look down below this video, hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of great content coming up and you're not going to want to miss it. I've had this thermostat the longest and in place. This is the one I made the video on installing. So on a daily average, this runs for 6 hours and 4 minutes. If I go back, it was 5 hours and 19 minutes. Then it was 5 hours and 6 minutes. 5 hours and 5 minutes. So this, and maybe I can get a good month. So I do have a full month here, and my average for the month was 5 hours and 22 minutes, and that's 128 heating hours for this particular zone. Schedule. So my schedule here is when this is a common space in the house where all the kids and my wife teaches the kids, so this is where they spend the majority of their day. It's 67 is the heating. At nighttime, we lower it to 63. And that really does help. However, let's look at a bedroom. So if we go to this bedroom, under schedule, you'll see that at home during the day, I've lowered that to 63. And then when we go to the bedroom at night, it turns it up to 66. And that really does help. So you can manipulate your house and be able to find those changes in schedule to discover savings, so you don't have to heat when you're not actually there. So the scenario that I have in my house is right around 3,000 square feet. It was built in 1794. We have a lot of old windows. We have no insulation in some parts of the house. And what we're trying to do is utilize the Wyze thermostats in order to manage when the heat comes on, when it goes off, trending within the house itself. I will say this, Wyze, it's not a miracle worker. You're not going to be able to just lower your energy bills just by having the thermostat, but you can help manage the energy consumption your house is using in order to heat it during those winter months. I'm also located in New England, and it's super cold up here. So that does play a huge factor because the higher temperatures that you set in your house, the faster that the outside will absorb that temperature, the greater in thermodynamics, the greater the temperature difference, the faster that the heat will transfer from a warmer substance to a cooler substance. So with that in mind, let's just take a quick review. And with the thermostats, how I utilize them, with schedules, and then when my kids are out of the rooms, depending on if they're not here, they're with family for a night, we're able to go ahead and change that. That's something that you're not really able to do with a typical programmable thermostat. So not on demand unless you go up there and you have to shut it off, where we can just do it from our phones now. So with that being said, do I think the thermostats were worth it? At being at $50 a piece, so there's $100, $100, $250. Whereas a typical Nest thermostat is $250 for just one. Absolutely, I think it was worth it. I think that with me being able to manipulate and manage the house the way that I need to, it has saved me money. I think the savings that I have with my particular house, I think it has paid for Wyze. I'll have a better understanding of what this really means as the next year unfolds. I am putting new windows into the house. I am insulating the house. And that's typically what I do is I buy a house, an older house, for less money, and then I build the house up. I have 6 kids. They're all young. They all like to fiddle with the thermostats too. So another great point about these are that you can lock the thermostat so the kids can't go beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, and go up there and keep pressing all the buttons and turn it up to 80, which typically was happening before. Another good point right there. If you have kids, you can lock these thermostats from your phone and unlock them as needed, and you can be the one that changes all the settings. So I hope this video helps somebody. I hope it motivates you to make your decision wisely. But if it did, please like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care.